Hey, what's up, guys? Long time no see. What have I been up to? Working. And finally going to school. I'm going to the Seattle Art Institute now, and I'm studying video production, so fun times for me. But there is no way that you only worked and went to school, you might say. Well, you're right, it's not. I've also been hanging out with my awesome friends, and I've gone to this kind of a Ukrainian, Russian, Polish, American sort of a multicultural wedding, which is actually the first wedding that my adult self has ever been to. Do you remember the winter adventure that I went to last year? You don't? Well, don't worry, because you can check it out right here, and you should check it out, because the people that threw this adventure together were the ones that actually got married. And the frenzy of many cultures and languages clashing together begins once more. This all happened at a very beautiful location, on a beautiful day. And as I get out there, things started out just as I expected.
It is my pleasure, by the authority given to me by the state of Washington, to pronounce you husband and wife.
The bride and the groom got officially wed with an English-speaking dude that talked. And then we went off to the castle-like building where people congratulated the newlyweds on their wedding in person and in this memorial picture book. That kind of reminded me of a high school yearbook. Then people dropped off gifts at the designated gift drop-off point, drank alcoholic beverages at this open bar, sat, talked, walked, and of course took pictures. I can't imagine how tired the newlyweds got of this, for it seemed like everyone wanted one. There were long lines just to take a pic. I must proudly say that I don't have a single picture with them, because honestly, making them stand there for an hour and smile at a camera wasn't on my agenda. While people waited for the main room to open up, I marched in there and got amazed at the beauty of the place, and the fact that nobody stopped me from coming in there and walking around like I owned the place. I loved how most of the things, such as flowers, and the name tags, and all the decorations, were handmade, and weren't part of some generic wedding set number 4. As I walked around there, like a boss that I am, everyone else was piling up by the door, waiting to be let in, and taking pictures from the outside. You silly people. After a few more minutes, everyone finally started piling in and finding their seats. Including my evil twin brother Fajar, of course. At that point, I finally found my assigned seat at the back of the room, which turned out to be the most convenient place ever to be able to film anything for the wedding whatsoever, and of course it turned out to be the youth table. But the servant peoples simply felt like teasing us. They quickly snagged the champagne away from under our noses and replaced it with this pinkish drink that they poured into those same champagne glasses. And to tease us even more, they put up these brandy glasses filled with water, and of course cooked our meals with alcohol as one of the major ingredients. But while this undercover operation was in full effect, nobody around us noticed a thing. They were happily following their weird wedding traditions, many of which I didn't actually understand, and at that point, and many other times throughout the event, was kind of wishing to have graduated some kind of a wedding school before coming there. Shortly after, the newlyweds walked into the room, to the masses of people they invited going crazy and waving their napkins in the air, scaring and confusing everyone at my table, and after settling down, started proposing toasts in all kind of different languages, after which they sang a song that I was unable to understand, and finally started settling down, which made sense because food was being served, which, as I expected, turned out to be quite delicious. As alcohol started flowing through the brains of everyone at the wedding, they started eat dancing to the blasting music that started playing as soon as food was served. And that's understandable. What else were they to do, as the music effectively blasted over anyone who tried talking to each other during the social part of this social event. After noticing these seat dancers, the newlyweds stepped up to the plate and danced their first dance of the night, officially opening the dance floor to anyone who wanted to dance their troubles away. I thought it was pretty cool how the music wasn't only controlled by a DJ, but also had live singers performing all the songs. Oh, and they would. But then again, what's a formal dance without it? I bet this brought back a lot of memories. While the guests busied themselves with dancing, the husband and the wife escaped. They went to change into their dancing gear, which many deemed beautiful, and once again picture-taking commenced. As the couple walked back into the main hall, they were greeted by another, very emotional, from the heart toast. And after teasing the beautiful and delicious looking cake, they resumed dancing. And while it was fun to move around to the beat of the music, to me, sober as a priest. It seemed to last for quite some time. But finally the lights came back on, raising my spirits in an instant. Cake? I thought. Is it finally time for cake? But it was not. Cake time was stalled by a hilarious Eastern European tradition where the bride has her shoe stolen and the husband needs to somehow get it back. It's kind of like a game of truth or dare, except your only option is dare. So Greg, the husband, after being tricked into taking the wrong shoe, was dared to sing a song, and so he did. Falling in love with you. After a few birthday announcements and an exciting "Weddings are too cool to last for only a day. Please join us tomorrow for yet another exciting day of the wedding celebration. This time taking a place near a local lake for a day of fun, games, and barbecue." Kind of an announcement. It was finally cake time. The couple had a hilarious display of childish and carefree fun with trying out their first pieces, after which we all got to taste it too, and it was worth it. The cake was quite delicious. Finally, after some more drunken dancing, the decorations were taken apart, and the event has ended for the day. The next day was very chilled out and laid back. Everyone slowly gathered at the lake, and everyone only got there hours after the time of the invitation. All just ate, drank, socialized, and simply had a great day of rest after such an entertaining, wild wedding. Like I said in the beginning, this was actually my first wedding that I paid attention to, and didn't run off to go find someone to play with. And it turned out to be a truly spectacular event. Thanks for the invitation, newlyweds. And finally, and most importantly, have a damn good time being married.